Hello and welcome back to Legends of the Dead. So, last time we had our crusade, and it got this new bit of land to be created over here, a kingdom for our rival sister to hold. Hopefully she will go and live over there, and we don't need to worry about her anymore. That was the plan, to get her out of my court. We'll see how it goes. Are we worried that there's another nation over here that's our religion and culture? No, because my vassals will probably conquer it in about 10 seconds, as they've been conquering the rest of the map. So, what is next in our plans? Well, it's been suggested, and I think it's a good idea, that we should probably have our court chronicler, if I can find him in here, although he's only average right now. I should probably have him search for legends, because we don't currently have a legend, we have piles of money, and we really want to do a legend at some point, which is actually going to be good for us. So, let's search for a legend and see what we can get. You know, and it costs us 0.3 per month. If we just keep battling things, we're going to make incredible amounts of money, and it's all going to be pretty good. Now, do we have a better person that we can have as our court chronicler? Yes, we have Dreary here. It's diplomacy and learning that affects it. Okay. I'm looking at this, so we get what is 1-to-1 on diplomacy. It appears to be much more influenced by diplomacy than learning, though. Sorry, it's 1-to-1 on learning, but it appears to give you much more per point of diplomacy. In fact, I'm not sure what the ratio is there, but still, well, actually, the ratio is 2.5 times, isn't it? Yeah, so you get 2.5 points of aptitude per point of diplomacy. So we're kind of looking for somebody with really high diplomacy here. Let's see if we can find somebody. Somebody who could join our court. Is there anything else we need? Musician? No, we don't have anybody who would be particularly needed there. Architect? We can go up to an excellent if I put in someone here. Let's put in Ingfrid here. She could be my architect. I'll be fine. We don't lose anything for it. In fact, we just gain building construction time. So that seems good. Oh no, there we go. We'll lose 200. Whatever. It's fine. Right. Lady in waiting is now terrible because she's infirm. Okay, you are going to be replaced by my daughter. Wonderful. Good was the best that we had, so we'll leave you where it is. I could do one of these if I wanted to. I guess I should take monthly lifestyle experience now we have money. Just kind of makes sense. Next, we should probably do a courtier check. Let's go into courtiers. We're looking for unmarried. We know that we're now looking for somebody with really high diplomacy. Now, you are the person I just took off the job of architect. However, her stats are pretty good. She is a genius, so it's worth keeping her around to educate. Let's marry her to somebody who we're getting in purely for stats. 2112 seems pretty good. So the previous one had 38 plus 25, so he had this shouldn't be that hard. 33 it should be 53. Yeah, the previous guy had 53 points overall. Here we're gonna have 12 plus 2.5 times this. 25, 50. It's going to be close, but this guy's going to be slightly better. Yeah, overall, than the previous one. Let's do this marriage. Yeah. Let's just drag this guy into our court and just see if I'm right. There we go. So Vaughn is now in my court. So now, if I go and have a look at our court chronicler, Vaughn is 50 plus 12, so that's 62, and then you are only in the 50s. So, wait, no, never mind. That is completely incorrect. I missed a 10. There we go. That's why you shouldn't do maths on video. You should get a calculator out, even if you think it's going to be easy. So that's 63 versus 62. So this guy's actually better either way. What's the traits that are make it good? Gregarious. Okay. Gregarious. Any other traits make this good? Just checking the averages just to see if anyone in average just happens to have a good trait but is absolutely garbage. Gregarious is the only one I've seen so far. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can find another person who's gregarious and see if we can get them in. So you're my steward and champion. We can maybe marry you off. Let's see. I'm looking for somebody who is gregarious. There we go. And has high diplomacy. So go 16 here. But you only have 4 learning. I think the problem is the learning stat being so low. 13-8? Well, maybe 13-8 is there. So you lose 3 here, which is 9 off the top, but then you gain 4. No, this guy should still be better. I'm going to marry you off to this person. Let's see whether that gives me the numbers I'm looking for. There we go. Right. Someone lost a holy war. You lost a holy war to this person. That's a Swedish war, not one of ours for once. Okay, so in here we go all the way down to Court Chronicler. We now have her, so she gets 40 diplomacy plus 4 learning. Yeah, the learning is pretty low there. Her diplomacy skill was not that good either, so that's 44 and then 49, 59. So again, only hitting the edge of good. Okay, you, again, have a good educational trait here, or a good trait for educating people. What's the highest diplomacy you can get me? You can get me 19. I don't really want stuttering in the court. Although you're probably old enough that we're not worrying about passing on the trait. Yeah, chance of children, none. Let's do that marrying off there and see how this goes. Okay. And he is also good. He's the best one that we've got so far. But unfortunately, he's still not good enough. We're at like 66.5 or something. Okay. I don't know what you need for excellent, but this guy is the best that we can get. You are going to take the role. Unfortunately, you're only going to be good. I think it only counts good. It doesn't care about what level your aptitude actually is within the category. But, yeah. Let's put this guy in, see how it goes. Yes, we're going to replace our current one. Now, musician. Did we pick up a better one there? We did, yeah. You can actually take both roles from him, which is probably not going to make him like us very much, but there you go. Right, so we now have you in here, which is good. Right. Back to our courtiers. Do we want you to have children? Potentially. Do we want you to be my religion? Well, actually, no. Do we want you in my court? No, you're not good enough. Be married off to Yar. Wait, she's a guest. Be married off to somebody who's permanently in a court. Yeah, there we go. Be gone. Matrilineal is fine. Yeah, that's what we wanted. You. Now, you could marry somebody. There we go. Because you've got a lot of prowess. We want you in our court for a while. Let's get rid of Gregarious. I didn't even realize we still had that on there. Let's look for somebody who has inheritable traits. And see. So, what are we looking for? Could potentially go for something like learning or something to see who we can drag in. How about this person? A genius. Yeah, why don't you drag this genius into our court? That seems good to me. Wonderful. Right. Next one. Our daughter can marry. So, our daughter is intelligent. We would love you to marry somebody who is intelligent. Let's see who our options are here. Don't want to marry a bleeder because that's a bad trait to pass on. You could marry Balderson here. That could be okay. Yeah, I think that could be fine. You could also marry this person. How about Ivar? Yeah, why don't you marry Ivar? That seems good. Right. Anything else we need to do here? I don't think so. Let's switch this to just Oster. Oster unmarried? Really? There are that many unmarried members of my dynasty in my court? Wow. Okay. Well, we'll look at it after we do these ones then. I didn't think there would be that many. Okay. Right. Wow, that's a lot of members of our family in our court. Let's see here. So we've married off our daughter. Just go through the list, I guess. So, Kettle. You're not really good enough to be in our court long-term, Kettle. I think we could find somewhere else for you to be. Anywhere else for you to be. Can I send you off somewhere to do something? You know what we should do? What we should do is, in our legacies, we should definitely take Wanderlust as our next thing. The reason we want to take Wanderlust is so that we can send people to the Varangian Guard. That way, if they're not actually very good in our court, we can send them away and they could come back better. That actually seems like a much better idea than what we're currently doing with them, which is just having people in our court that we have to deal with. We'll come back to you. If 19 prowess is still good enough to be a champion, I guess we'll keep you as a champion. Right. You are not good enough to be in our court. You do not have enough prowess. Your stats are not good enough. You shall be married off to someone else. They don't have to be intelligent. They don't have to have inheritable traits. They just need to be outside our court. So, how about Fasti here? You could be okay. It's even still our dynasty. There we go. So we'll marry off our niece Unar to Fasti in a normal marriage. That seems fine, or a non-matrilineal marriage, I should say. Yeah, let's send that one off. I think I'm happy with that. Just double checking. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Next, Carl. Carl, you have 12 prowess and you're a champion? Really? Are my champions that bad? 12 prowess? Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's on the edge, but yeah, 12 prowess is good enough to be a champion. Honestly, just get out of my court. You're going to go matrilineally marry Unar, who is also a member of our dynasty, but far enough away that I don't need to worry about it. There's a 4.5% their children risk being inbred. Okay, well, that's not my problem. Okay, so Carl's been sent away. Next up, my half-sister, Ethla. She is a champion and rival. The problem is that she's my rival. Her being my champion is actually fine. You can stay in my court then. Let's marry you off to somebody who is... Now, I'm working off of something in the back of my mind. If you marry somebody to somebody who has a trait, does that make them more likely to get that trait? I think it does, unless I'm thinking of CK2, which often happens. Why don't you marry this dude, and hopefully his contentness will wear off on you? I don't know. I'm just going, you know, shooting in the dark here, basically. This guy's got 30 prowess. He's a proper champion for us. Okay. Is there a shield maiden you can marry? Shield maiden. Okay, what about the second trait that said shield maiden? Okay, what about the third trait that said shield maiden? No. Okay, well, I thought I'd have a look. Let's marry you off to somebody who has inheritable traits. And then we're kind of looking for prowess. We need better champions in my court. Now, the problem with better champions, I just realized, is that I can't make shield maidens unless they're in my family. So actually, no, we don't need prowess. Although, we could take robust. Robust would be fine, actually, to bring into our court anyway. But, yeah, she can't be a champion because we don't have martial customs that are set up that way. And we can't make her a shield maiden. Okay. That was you. Now we're looking at Boothly, my, another one of my nephews. Now, he's also not good enough to be in our court. He has no stat that in any way says that he should be in our court. You're going to marry this person. Goodbye. Next, we have Bodil, my daughter, champion, and friend. She's the adopted one. Okay, she's already betrothed. That's fine. Sorkvir, my champion. I gotta say, I still don't think that 14 prowess is really good enough to be my champion. I think you're going to marry this mayor, but non-matrilineally. Yeah, you can head off and marry the mayor. Yeah, because she's lowborn, she should accept this, so we'll send that through. Right, yeah, that seems fine. He'll still leave her court because her court, she actually has land, so that's fine. So that's Sorkvir, my champion. Now we have Thora, my niece. Can you be a shield maiden? Nope. Okay, so you're maybe here because of your high learning skill. I don't know. Why don't we marry you to somebody with a good trait and maybe some prowess so that we can have another champion. Wait a second, this guy was at one of our tournaments. All right, I'm definitely gonna recruit him then. Yeah, he was at our tournament. We beat him. Right, and then we have Uthli the Whirlwind Oster. Okay. Okay, you can stay. You seem okay. Let's marry you off to somebody with a good trait. Or a good stat. There is nobody with good stats. Okay. We got any geniuses or anything? Best one is this. Unfortunately, the problem with that trait is that the person who has it is not old enough for us to get a lot of children out of that marriage. How about Ear here? I think this one would be fine. Yeah, we'll betroth them. Very small chance that they're inbred, but we'll take that chance. Okay. Cool. Let's see how things look at the end of that. Okay. Just letting everything go through. How's that look? So, betrothed, and now we have Kettle. I think 19 has to be good enough to be a champion. You can stay. Let's find you a giant, Mary. Giant. There we go. You can marry Annie. That seems fine. Yeah. That passes giant down. I think we're happy with that. Good. Right. Driffa's first teething. My liege, you witness a momentous occasion. Driffa has a mighty gift to offer you. Go ahead, Driffa, tell her. Mother, I lost a tooth. Okay. I will give you 25 gold for the tooth. I will then destroy the tooth for 40 gold. Ha. Best deal of all time. Right. That's fine. They're sorted. Next thing in our court, I know we have a lot to do in our court. I'm going to go all. I'm going to go all. And then I'm going to go for not Ukonusko. Actually, we can also go all here, but that's fine. Right, so convert. Can't ask you to convert. I can ask you to convert. You want a little gift first. There we go. You want to convert? 72%. You will not convert. It's too low of a chance for us to even try, which means that sending money is not really going to help here. Okay, cool. Because it'll only be like 2% if they have a chance. What's that? Betrothed can marry? I'm okay with that. Okay. Right, so that's that sorted. Then we have one last courtier thing to do. We look for children. I'll turn off that filter here. Just trying to get it to unfilter. There we go. And then all we're doing is just checking that there's a guardian on every child who is above the age of 6. Yes, there is. Wonderful. Right. Now we go direct vassals, not my religion. There are no direct vassals who aren't my religion. Fantastic. We don't need to look for vassals beyond our direct vassals, although there probably are some who aren't our religion, because if all of our direct vassals are our religion, our direct vassals will then try and convert their vassals, which will then, you know, get us where we need to go. But if I went to vassals, you see there's a few that are out here, but there's not really that many, and they're all low ranking, so that's fine. Next thing. Train for a tournament. Let's do that. Wonderful. Gives us a little prowess. Just see if we have anything else. Develop capital. Diligent planning. Development growth in capital goes up by 0.2. I gain stress because I'm diligent. Oh. Okay. Well, we could develop our capital if I could lower my stress a little. That seems good. Oh, I have a ton of people in my prison. What are you doing in my prison? I completely forgot. It's like, oh, right, yes. These people who are just in my prison. Yes, okay. Somebody was saying, could you have converted the Basilius? No. You cannot demand conversion from a landed ruler who is not your vassal. So, we couldn't have converted the Basilius. It would have been cool, but I don't think we could have done it. But I might be wrong. Right, demand that he converts. Wait, we're still double checking. Anyone a good commander? We'll send you off. You? You're also not a good commander. Let's convert you. I don't really care about your claims, actually. It's not my land, and even if it is, you're not going to press them. You? Let's demand conversion. You worth any money? Nope. Demand conversion. Worth any money? Nope. Demand conversion. Off you go. You? Demand conversion. You won't convert? Alright, well, you're probably just going to be executed, I'll be honest. Are you any good? Nope. Alright, off you go. Next one. Convert. Alright, off you go. Hey, this guy might be good. I mean, he's only 19 in terms of his prowess, but he is a military engineer. I'd convert and recruit you if you want to be part of my group. Sure, and he also can't marry because he's an order member and that doesn't disappear, I believe. And then Kabar, you're not worth any money. You're already my religion and culture. I'll just take a weak hook so I don't lose any dread. Wonderful. That's fine. Okay. That's all okay. So Hildebert should now be in my court. Somewhere. Courtiers, we're looking for Hildebert. Could also sort out my guests as well, actually, now that I think about it. The reason I'd want to sort out my guests is because then I think it could allow other guests to join our court. There you go. So, 19 prowess, still has order member, but he is now my faith, and he's maybe the first French member of my faith. Cool. Right, get executed. That's fine. Next step. I had a next step. We could do a tournament, given that we just trained for one. There was another thing I wanted to do. It's bugging me, I can't remember it, because I had it in my head 2 seconds ago. I'm giving it another cut. Guests. Yes. The thing I was literally just talking about. What I want to do is either recruit or get rid of our guests. I don't want them just sitting in this guest spot, just kind of being here. Right? Recruit or get rid of. So, you have 21 intrigue, which is very good. You could also be a novice physician, but you are 56. I'm going to dismiss you. I lose stress for dismissing him, but I mean, we have not stress. I lose prestige for dismissing him, but it doesn't matter because we have so much prestige. Yeah, let's get rid of him. You're married to another guest. Neither of you are good enough to be in my court. Be gone. That's fine. Right. We have no more guests, right? What does this mean? He may leave your court. He will stay if given a reason such as employment as a champion or a counselor. He's a champion, so he's not going to leave my court, is he? Okay. It's like they may leave your court unless they are the thing that they already are. And it's like, okay then. So they're not going to leave the court. Let me just check my ladies in waiting. We have an excellent one available. Let's replace let's replace Guthrun with this person who is excellent. Wonderful. That seems good to me. Although, wait a second. You like me equally as much. That's fine. I was just checking because it's a position I think that can cause... I thought it was a position that they would be more likely to be able to murder you from, but maybe I'm wrong. You be my court physician for 30 years? Wow. Okay. Court musician, we're now still on the best tier. Bodyguard, we can go up to excellent with my daughter if we wanted to. Who would we would be replacing my half-sister who's held the role for 13 years. We'll leave her in it. That's fine. Personal champion, could again put in our daughter, but again, we're replacing our half-sister. Don't know why that bothers me, but I guess it does. Right. Any of these need any positions? I guess caravan master we could put someone in, just so we have someone. Let's go this. I'd prefer travel speed over defense, so let's put in you. Next up, antiquarian I don't care about, although we could commission artifacts with an antiquarian. Yeah, you know what? Let's bring in an antiquarian if we've got someone good. We do have somebody good. Yeah, there we go. This guy with huge learning skill. Right. Don't need that, 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 don't need that. Executioner? Odo could be my executioner. She's relatively okay at it. Okay. Yeah, let's put her in as my executioner. What are her crimes? Can we imprison her for her crimes? I just want to see what they are, honestly. We can't imprison her. So she's got crimes, but we don't know what they are. But I will forgive them. I forgive you of your crimes. That's fine. Right. My daughter, executioner, and champion. Wonderful. Okay. Let's let's unpause a little bit. Let things sort themselves out. Then, let's hold court. Okay. My lady, this is outrageous. An agitated chieftain, Uksaka, stands before my throne. The body of my poor cousin, the recently deceased Soba, has been violated by that fiend who keeps your court physician. Drury. The vile monster has tampered with the corpse, using it to practice his obscure knowledge and leave it disfigured and disfaced. Please, it can't go unpunished. Of course, Drury looks appropriately offended by the accusations. I have no idea what this woman is talking about, my lady. Then say I trust them. Sacrilegious guards arrest her. Or arrest him. Who is telling the truth, or so what? There's a chance that they become Drury's rival. Okay, and I would become friends with him. This one, it's closer to forming rivalry with him and with us. I'm going to say I trust him. I defended his honor. Day of truth, my lady. My steward, Unichis, takes the floor. I have an idea to improve taxation. You could send surveyors to question your subjects about every property, its name, owner, extension, and value, and how many people and animals live there. Sure. Why not? We have a lot of money. Jarl Ulfrither of Hallo Galandar approaches sour-faced, impatient to deliver her appeal. High Queen, my cousin, Countess Borg, seeks to challenge my rightful position and install my niece, Chiefess Vida, as an usurper on Hagola land. She rallies malcontents as we speak. You must remind them where power truly lies in this realm. So, and say Countess Borg will stop these games. Okay. Which only loses 10 opinion of us. Rabble rousers will not be tolerated. You have sound points. No. Or I can say I must I? We'll tell them to stop these games. We only lose 10 opinion. It seems like that would work. Okay. Let things roll a little bit. Burying the hatchet. Do I want to stop being rivals with my sister who's left to a foreign court? Yes, I would love to. That seems good to me. Can grant vassals to the rightful liege, so White Russ and Finland. I don't really want to grant vassals to either of them, if I'm honest with you. How's our succession looking? I just want to double check it's fine. Everything is going to this guy currently. That's not the worst it could be. That seems fine. Okay, you're still converting, you're still converting. Cool. Maybe it's time for us to do a grand tournament? Yeah. Let us... Oh, wait, there's another grand tournament going on? You may not arrive in time. Yeah, I'm probably not going to arrive in time. Let's host our own grand tournament in Novgorod, then. We're going to host a dueling tournament. Okay. And we are going to make it... or we're going to have our champion in here. And then we're going to have great prizes. It's going to be fantastic prizes. Actually, I don't care about the pavilion event weightings because we only have like 2 events before we have the only contest that we have. If we had like a 4-event contest, it makes sense to increase the event weightings to be more positive because you're going to do a lot more events, but because it's only 1, it's like, yeah, it's not really worth it. Okay, let's spend 600 gold on this tournament. And while we're at it, because it's only 600 gold we're spending on the tournament, maybe I will commission an artifact. Oh, wait a second, commission legend artifact. Your antiquarian or court chronicler will produce a book to commemorate your legend. Ooh, okay, we'll do that in a bit then, actually. Yeah, when we have a little bit more money. New martial perk. 2 new guests arrived after I kicked the previous 2 out. We'll take engineered for destruction there, the siege weapon effectiveness. Okay, new guests. Are you any good? Nope. Be gone. Next guest. Also a nope. Be gone. Did I not already kick you out of court? Wait a second. I'm fairly certain that I've already got rid of this person. Yes. Let us dismiss him. Be gone. That's fine. Right. Back to our court. Back to this. How many days have we got? 9 days. Okay. So 9 days and we'll do the tourney grounds. 5 days. Daughter has learned Finnic. Uko's favor. As Gerther moves aside to let me approach, I take a solemn moment alone in the temple near the tournament grounds. Did I click on temple by accident? I don't think I did. Pondering in the presence of the gods, I find myself wondering what it is I wish in my heart of hearts to see come from these days of revelry. Glory, make my sister's life harder, smile on my daughter, or find inner peace. I would like glory. 20 days. I must have clicked on the temple. I don't remember clicking on the temple, but I must have done it, because otherwise why would it have, selected the temple? Let's go to the tourney grounds. We've had this event a lot. We love this event. I'm going to choose this top option, increase our scores and increase glory. Seems good here. We can go to Artisan's quarters. Faction has been disbanded against us. That's good to see. Still a little independence faction, but nothing we need to worry about. Artisan's quarters. Ooh, you can do something to our dagger. The thing is, we could only make it better for the duration of the tournament, unfortunately. We could also try and put like a bit of extra prestige or piety on it, but I don't think I'll need that. I think I'll just keep my gold. For now, anyway. I don't think it's our end game weapon, so I don't think there's any point in upgrading it, at least in that way. Let's go back to tourney grounds after this. Okay, impressed? The tourney grounds are bustling with preparations. The pages run around carrying pieces of armor that make them look like tiny scarecrows. Wait, one of them yells, picking up a helmet. I hear a familiar giggle coming from the tribunes, and I see High King Ketu surrounded by other men who cover their mouths with handkerchiefs. He doesn't wave at me, he doesn't need to. Coming for some exercise, Hildebert walks past me, raising his chin. You'll need it. I can make sure that Ketu is looking. My relationship has increased fertility. The perfect chance to intimidate him and decrease his score. That's Hildebert's score, my champion. Or there's only one person I need to impress myself. Let's make sure Ketu is looking, I guess. Okay. Now it is time for the tournament. Who is in it? So we're in it. We're facing Ingurthur, our daughter, lady-in-waiting and champion. Sigrither has entered the tournament. She has been drawn against Heinrich Brock, who is better than her, I believe. Just have a look. Oh no, she is much better than him. I misjudged that. Okay. We have Ural Githa the Cruel versus Torbrand. And then we have Bodil against Kraka. So it's my two of my daughters are against each other there. Okay, we are by far the best person in this tournament. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm not going to cheat. An opening. The grate of steel and steel rings around the arena as Ingurthur and I strike at each other. As she steps back, I follow. Another sonorous crash of our blade sends vibrations up my arm. All of a sudden, a chance. Ingurthur slips, her foot sliding, and I shove a shoulder into her sternum, sending her sprawling. Ingurther is slow to recover, and suddenly my mind flits back to the training manuals I spent hours learning from, and fanciful things they suggested doing should a clear advantage appear. Almost unconsciously, I start unscrewing the pommel of my weapon. So we become a roguish duelist by doing this. Okay. She was embarrassed in a duel and loses a lot of opinion of us. And say, have at thee, laggard, or I'd best let them get back on their feet. I'll just say have at thee. I don't want her to dislike me. Then we're going to go for the 84% chance of increasing our score moderately, and that's a victory for us. Wonderful. We have defeated them. Sigrither and Heinrich has gone through. Sigrither is through to the semi-final. She is my champion, and she's finally won something. Kraka is through to the final over at Bodil. Okay. So it's Torbrand, Driffa, which is us, Kraka, and Sigrither. We've been drawn against Torbrand. Okay. We should win that. And then we have Kraka, 31 prowess, 17 martial, against our daughter here, 27-17. So, yeah. I would expect that Kraka is going to win it, but we'll see. I can do this. This is where he flexes to the crowd. We then flex to the crowd as well, increases our score. We remember our training, just double checking, that is our best option. And we have defeated him. Wonderful. Victory. Kraka got to the final. Of course she did. Daughter beats the sister. Right, that was my half-sister. Yes, my half-sister versus my daughter. That's fine. We will defeat them. This is the one where we say we're ambidextrous. We gain that trait if we didn't already have it. Plus we gain a score increase and lose stress, which is all good. We remember our training, and we have won the duel, which means we are going to get a magnificent piece of equipment. That's not the technical class of it. There's actually is a better name for it, but anyway. We will receive a prize. We are gifted duelists. We get prowess plus prowess per level of fame. Our level of fame is max. We have insane amounts of prowess right now. As my daughter's liege, I also gain some prestige for her performance. It's all good. My champion hardly lived up to her name. She got to the semi-final. That's not bad. It was a stacked tournament. Okay, so I can try and do a diplomacy challenge. I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to get a prize brooch, which will increase our number of knights, attraction opinion, building construction cost, and give us some prestige. That seems good. I will finish our tournament. We now have this new thing here, which we can place down. Fantastic. You love it. Right. Distrust of friendship. Anxiety knots my stomach as jealousy rears its ugly head. I sigh and glare at the cause of my misery. I know I ought to be thankful that our guest, Vargelmleb, appears to get along well with Ethla, but there's something about how the two interact that worries me. Their smiles are the kind of that lifelong friends or devoted lovers share. They unabashedly act as if they are the only ones in the room, blithely leaving me out of their conversations. Just what is their relationship, and should I do something about it? I don't really care. Who is this guy? I mean, I don't really want this guy in my court. I could just send him away. Be gone. You are gone. I am an inhospitable host. If you're not good enough, you are not staying in my court. You are not good enough. Be gone from my court. I can't dismiss this guy, actually. Apparently he's in our court, and we can't recruit him, which means somebody has sent him to my court. You might actually be good enough to be a commander right now. You are not good enough. You are being dismissed. You could maybe be recruited. I could recruit you. Yeah. I mean, you're our berserker. That seems good. Right. Clear out this list. We need a guardian for my daughter, Driffa. Driffa, you're going to do a... diplomacy education. You are going to be educated by... We have some geniuses in our court still. Yeah, there we go. By this person. Wonderful. We have few champions. We actually have so many champion positions that we are running out of champions. Never mind, it just hadn't calculated who the new champions would be. So what's our worst champion? Our worst champion is 12, but we do have more positions than we started the episode with. Okay. Cool. We have a bunch of money. I want to do the commission legend artifact. We need 67 more. Let's just wait a little bit. Day of Truth survey completed. Several months ago you commissioned a survey of all your lands. It's now completed and details on ownership and land value are now collected in this book. As long as this description is faithful to reality, your taxation will be more efficient throughout your realm. So for 30 years I get 5% vassal tax contribution, which maybe just about covers the amount that I paid for it. Unless of course we get some vassals who actually pay us some money, in which case it's really good. Your neighbour Queen Gunhildur of the Danelaw has won against Frisia. Okay. Cool. Who's attacking here? Just double checking. There are some random chieftains. Yeah, so I think it's these two that are attacking, not our guys, which is good. Okay. A strange noise. We've had this event before. It's the same event every time. It's a birthday party. I am going to get a medium-sized gift. We became the owner of the Marble Scepter of Jaira, which gives 1 learning and 2 prowess and monthly learning lifestyle experience, and it is an inventory artifact. Is that a piece of regalia? No, it is one of these. You can lose the clergy opinion for it, because I think the clergy opinion is almost worthless. But a morsel of St. David. Yeah, we will destroy the morsel. Wonderful. That now gives us enough money to commission a legend artifact. Oh, we get it immediately. Oh, well that's nice. My friend Dreary greets me with a pleased smile. His reading lamp has almost run out of oil. My lady, he says as he puts down a beautifully ornated book. We've made sure of keeping track of every little thing, every deed, every battle, every adventure, and every romance. All of it recorded for the ages. Delightful. So we get a new High King. Gives diplomacy, martial, and renown. That's not bad. It's a pretty good book. So what's it better than? It's definitely better than this saga. Yeah. Now, this saga, I know it's a blue one, and we don't necessarily want... we can't destroy it. We would love to give that away to somebody if we could. Who's a claimant? You're a claimant? Wonderful. I'm going to gift you it. Why? Because we want to sort out our artifacts as soon as we get them, because otherwise it gets out of control so quickly. So, let's grant it to them. That's fine. Right, and now our martial and diplomacy are even higher, which is great. We have 77 prowess and 35 martial. That's absolutely nuts. We could actually increase our martial right now, by the way, by just choosing this. So we could effectively have 38 martial. Obviously our prowess would be lower, but yeah, it's incredible. How much longer do we want to live? I'm kind of happy on this character. We do have cancer, but we're actually feeling fine with it because we had the greatly reduced disease symptoms. We may get that again, though. I was thinking if we want to live any longer, we probably want to pivot here and get whole of body. If we don't want to live longer, though, we just carry on the way we're going. I don't know. I'm kind of happy just going at it with our current speed. You know, there was something that I said I wanted to do, which we could achieve fairly easily. I said I wanted to get ourselves a little base somewhere else, so we could raise some troops somewhere else. I want to find somewhere far away that we can just set up as like our little home away from home. So, let's figure out where we want now. I think, is there a major river that comes in this way? Not really. Yeah, I mean, if we want an easy way to Paris, kind of looking at somewhere like Cornwall could be good. Yeah. Could be alright to do something like that. Yeah, we could try and take Wales, potentially. Have a little bit of Welsh land here, although that would take, you know, still a lot of provinces, or water provinces to go through, to go around. Yeah, we can maybe do a little war against England. Who are you allied to? Corsica. Corsica have no troops. Okay, so there's 7,000 of you versus 16,000 of us. Can I maybe do a little war? We could also just go for the one I initially suggested, the The Earldom of Wight. Yeah, we could try and get the Isle of Wight. Yeah, let's maybe do a conquer duchy. Not duchy, conquer county, and all I want is the Isle of Wight. Yep, just a little home away from home that we can raise troops on and start raiding from. Okay, cool. I will declare my war. Okay, that's fine. We can call all sorts of people in here. I don't need to. We have more than enough to win this by ourselves. Now the problem is, where do we raise our troops? Which is why we want our home away from home. We're going to raise them over here. We're going to raise them in a pile. And let's go get it. Right. Scandalous priest. Queen Asta was discovered to be cowardly and meek. A person who would rather cave into demands of others than stand up for what is right. While scandals among elders are nothing new, it's disquieting for one to occur so close to home. I will stay quiet about this. That's fine. Right. We are now going to head down to the war goal, which is also next to their capital, and we're going to siege it. We should be quick because we have increased siege speed. Okay. Neighboring ruler won war. Caspian Steppe won. Volga, Bulgaria won against the Caspian Steppe in their claim on some land. Okay. Hey, I lose some stress because my champion was mad. Oh, now that I've lost stress, have we lost enough that I can take develop capital? I could if I wasn't at war, but also I hadn't lost enough stress. I need to lose another 2 stress at the minimum. Okay. Yeah, I'll land my troops on top of your army. Yeah, that seems fine. You ran away. Are you allowed to do that? Yeah. There we go. Wow, our champion ripped the head off one of theirs and became a berserker. Okay, and another one of our champions strangled theirs with his own intestines. Alright then. Well, that's that. We also gained 188, and we got devotion for this war. We didn't get piety. Interesting. So, on some of the wars we were gaining piety, and some were gaining devotion. It must be based on war type as well. Interesting. I take attrition if I walk here, but I didn't take attrition walking there. Make it make sense. It probably makes perfect sense, but anyway. Convert faith in county task is done. So, we can now convert faith. There is nowhere else to convert faith. Everywhere is converted. Okay, wait. What is this? What happened over here? You inherited it. Okay. What happened over here? Well, okay. What duchy do you hold? Okay, so you hold this duchy. You must have somehow got this extra bit of land as well in here. All right. Well, I guess we do have a bit of land to convert all the way over here. Okay, well, off you go. Right, continue our siege. Hey, convert the culture task is done. We can now send you to convert the next one. I love having this be a quick task. Let's send you to Rafala here. Convert that. 3 years left. Wonderful. 3 months left on our siege. Time for treatment. Let's go for alternative treatment. And we walked over burning coals again, and it treated us again. Wonderful. Your neighbor, King Knud, has won against Prussia in the Holy War for the Chiefdom of Gdansk. Okay. So I think that's them expanding even more. Okay, we're about to get the war goal. We have got the war goal, which is not worth as much as you think, but it will be worth 1% war score every month, which is not too bad. Right, let's head into their capital, siege that. That'll be worth 10% war score. Do you actually have any troops? You have 6,000 somewhere. Where are they? They're not on my capital. You in any other wars? No? Where are your troops? You look like you've got a hat on. His troops are here, apparently, in Gloucestershire. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll carry on with my favourite pastime, sitting in a doom stack, doing a siege, which is taking far too long. It has been suggested I could potentially split up the army and siege more than one thing at a time. That is a crazy thought, but I could do that. Why am I the new target of this war? Oh, because you took some more land, I see. Okay. Do you want a white peace? Yeah, okay. Like, honestly, it's not really a thing I need to worry about. I captured their liege, I think. Oh, no, okay. I captured their heir, got enough war score from a partial capture of their capital, and have enough ticking war score to end this. Alright, I'll enforce demands. I'm happy to do that. We can now disband our troops. But look at that, we now have a little home away from home, which we can use to raid France, which is a good English pastime. Actually, it's probably the other way around more often, right? Another court speaks Arabic, White Russ. It's spreading throughout my realm. Okay. I'll take 150 gold for you. Are you any good? No. Go get converted. Why don't you give me some money? In a second. Okay. You. Go get converted. You. Go get converted. You. Again, I think I want you to go get converted. We'll wait a second or two. Cool. Right. Next up, we will ransom you for 75. Just wait for that to go through. As prospective shield maiden. My lady, I come before you asking for a chance to prove myself, says my niece Thora. I shift a little my throne intrigued, while the court around us strains to listen. Despite being the equal of any of your champions, I'm forbidden from taking a place in your shield wall or commanding your troops. I will challenge Arngrimr to a duel to show my mettle in combat. Okay. There's 91% that Arngrimr is victorious. You shall fight me. Ask it alone is courage enough. Okay, or a shield maiden laughable. You can be a shield maiden. I wanted you to be a shield maiden in the first place. I'm just not allowed to ask. There we go. Wonderful. Neighboring ruler lost war. Petty king Rodolvard has lost against Duke Yarrowpluck of Upland. Are you my vassal? No. Okay. So that's yet another Swedish war, I believe. Okay. Cool. Right. Queen Asta has won in her holy war for the chiefdom of Azak, so she is actually now expanding this land over here. Okay, cool. Wait, and my vassals about to expand into here? Defending against the Don Valley. Okay, no, so the Don Valley is about to expand into that land there. Okay, cool. Wait a second, but that's your vassal. Okay, so we're then going to have another border with them. Okay, cool. We could potentially raid England if we wanted to right now. Yeah, let's do some raiding of the place that we just created a raiding base for. So it takes a while for our troops to rise up over here, which is one of the negatives. The positive, however, is that we get full supply once they're raised. So we have full supply when we get here rather than using supply on the trip. And we can also hand our loot back in here rather than having to hand our loot in back in our own lands, which is obviously not ideal. Yeah, okay, I'll take raid speed. That seems like that might come in handy here. Okay. Also, when these guys gather, in theory, we should be at max supply, but I guess we're not because I started raising them before I had the 300 supply. Yeah, that would probably be it. Right, let's also increase control over here and head our way over to raid. And we know that we're going to be able to... Wait, I have a truce. Okay, I was going to say we know we're going to be able to raid them because we just won a war, but I forgot the other part of that, which is that, yes, obviously we have a truce. Yeah, there's a few diseases somewhere. I don't know which one it is, but none of them are within our bit of the realm. We don't want to really go to France right now. That looks bad. Or Ireland. Do you have any money? No? Okay. How about Aquitaine? A little Bordeaux money? Maybe. There's not really that much. Castile. You gotta have some money. You do? Okay. You also only have 3,000 troops. Let me just go over here and just kind of work my way along the coastline then. Okay. This is still fine. Our neighbor has won a war. Okay, in the tyranny of something, which doesn't really matter. You can no longer convert faith. That is because the faith has already been converted. Maybe? Where is it? It's here? Yeah, it's because the faith has already been converted. Well, isn't that lovely that I just got you a new piece of land to convert? Right, you can convert that one as well. Nice. Where are we? We're here. Right. I got a doll. Let's give that to my son, who will then become my friend. Wonderful. We're then just gonna work our way along the coast here. Continue my raiding. Okay. We have a few factions rising up against us. Ooh, okay. New prisoner. Not very good. Hey, you know what? Why don't you convert and then get out of my sight? Seems good to me. Right, moving our way along. Offer concubine. Sarah. Not good enough. Bring me someone else. Till death do us part. My High King is dead. Oh. Well, that's not ideal. Suppose we can remarry. It doesn't have to be a giant. We don't care about fertility. Because we're 52. Maybe prowess? Maybe some of all skills? We could marry Batten here. He seems okay. He seems pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna marry Batten. Let's see. You okay with that marriage? You are. Fire and blood. Bring me bounteous plunder. We're then gonna ask this guy to convert. We're then gonna send him a gift. Then we're gonna ask this guy to convert. 45% chance. He agreed. That's very nice of him. Wonderful. Continue our way along the coast. We're being overwhelmed by stress because my sister died. The sister who was previously our rival. Now we have Guthfrither as the person in charge of that land over here. We could, in theory, try and make it so he's our heir, so he inherits everything, but he's Orthodox? How did that happen? Yeah, wait, how did that happen? Neither of your parents are Orthodox. You must have gone to another court, become Orthodox, and then come back. I can ransom you for 150 gold? Sure, I'll ransom you for 150 gold. That's fine, he's now gone. We should do some more building in some of these places. Like Novgorod, we can now build up and get to the next level. Sustal. What do we want here? Probably number of knights and all of this bonus stuff. Yeah, knight effectiveness seems good. Let's get war camps. Upgrade the gathering halls. Why can I not upgrade this? Government type is not... government type is tribal. I guess I just can't get the upgrade. Okay, that's fine. Don't need to worry about that. Oh, I can upgrade the tribal hold. That's probably why I can't do it. Also, I can upgrade there. Isle of Wight. We'll leave as it is. Well, I can't upgrade it because I, one, don't have the money, and two, I'm tribal. Okay, cool. Where are we? Over here. Right. Keep going along the coast, just taking what we can. Next one. Cool. Next one. Capturing more prisoners. They're actually more the way I make the money, these prisoners, than I do through actual sieging. That's okay. Just, again, siege along here. Your neighbour Queen Gunhildr has won against Nordmark in the Nordmarkian conquest. Okay, that's fine. Continue heading along here. This place have money? There's a little, but I would also take attrition for going in there. A lonely doll. I'll give that to Driffa. We can get closer to being her friend. We're going to be friends with all of our children through these massive amount of dolls we collect. In here, prisoners. You're worth 37. We'll get 37 for you. Right, next one. Nice. Please head back to base and hand in the loot. We can ransom you for 37 again. You'll love to see it. Great. Neighboring ruler won war. King Vislav has won against Ilya in a war against the tyranny. We don't care about that. I should read what type of war it is and then read who's in it, really. Otherwise, we're going to get wars against the tyranny a lot. Okay. Drop off our money here. And now we'll disband these troops here. Wonderful. That actually works pretty well. We now have money for rite of passage. This is for my son. It costs us 800. You're obviously doing a duel. You can face your cousin Bothel. Or my acquaintance. You shall face your cousin, who is also worse. Under a hail of blows, Bothel's experience serves. He lasts out the storm. My young son, soon tiring, gives the fight his all, but ends the rout with iron in his throat. Seeing the fire still in his opponent's eyes, Bothel is gracious. Oh no, so my son lost, despite being slightly better at dueling. We'll make him a sparring blade master, though. So, we're continuing to get that trait all over the place. That seems good. Right. Well, I like what we've achieved this time. We've got a tiny little base over here, which will be enough to just get our little incursions into France a little bit more ease. Once our truce with England is done, it's obviously fantastic. It's right next to their capital as well. Huge amounts of money we can make there. Our vassals continue to expand over here. Yeah. Life is good for us. And that is the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.